There are some popular myths about dogs that simply aren't true, like when a dog licks you, they're kissing you, or that 1 human year equals 7 dog years, or even that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. Let's uncover the truth about these myths. But first, let's address one of the biggest misconceptions about dogs. When your dog wags its tail, it means it's happy. Yes, it can mean they're happy, but it can also be a sign of various other moods. A slow, low wag may indicate they're feeling insecure, while a fast, high wag may indicate they're feeling aggressive. Even the direction of the tail wag can be a sign of their mood. A study found that when they wag more to the right, they're feeling good about something, but when they wag more to the left, they're feeling unsettled. And here's another myth about dog behavior. Dogs eat grass when they're sick. In fact, they may eat grass because they are bored or anxious, similar to how humans become restless when bored or anxious. A study found that only 22% of dogs that regularly eat grass vomit afterward, and only 8% show signs of being sick before eating grass. That said, if they are eating grass frantically or all the time, it's best to take them to the vet to check what's going on. Grass is generally harmless to dogs, but not everything they try to eat is harmless. Many people think that if it's safe for us humans to eat, then it's safe for our dogs too, but that's not always true. There are several foods that are perfectly safe for us but dangerous for our dogs, such as chocolate, grapes, raisins, and onions, just to name a few. Your vet can help you learn what they can and cannot eat, and also help you come up with a plan to keep them healthy. Now, let's talk about a myth that almost everyone thinks is true. 1 human year is equivalent to 7 dog years. This probably started because people said humans live about 70 years and dogs live about 10 years. But that's quite inaccurate. Small dogs often can live up to 15 years, while some larger breeds may only live up to 8 years. Additionally, dogs mature faster than humans. According to a chart from the AKC, a dog's first year of life is roughly equal to 15 human years, and after that, 1 year of your dog's life is about 5 human years. Here I'll talk about a slightly strange myth. But first, if you love animals and all sorts of trivia about dogs, subscribe to our channel to never miss our future videos about these beloved friends. Now let's move on to the next myth. Many people think that only male dogs mount other dogs, objects, or our legs. But females can do it too. The act of mounting isn't always sexual. It can be a display of social dominance. Or the dog might be overly excited and doesn't know how to express itself otherwise. Additionally, many people think that only male dogs lift their leg to urinate and mark territory, but females can join the party too. They may lift their leg to mark when they're in heat, to inform males what's going on, or simply to let other dogs know that's their territory. The size of the female can also have an impact, with smaller females typically lifting their leg more than larger females. But no matter if you have a male or female dog, the next false myth affects all dogs. Dogs need to chew bones. Many dogs love to chew, and there are plenty of benefits to it, like helping them relax and also cleaning their teeth. But giving real bones to your dog can result in a serious accident. They can splinter and cut your dog's mouth, throat, or stomach, as well as being too hard and breaking your dog's teeth. If you boil the bones, they can splinter and cause choking or get stuck in the stomach. Of course, if you don't give your dog anything to chew on, they'll find something on their own, something you probably don't want them to chew on, like your shoes. So, instead of leaving the door open for your dog to chew whatever they want, it's preferable to give them nylon toys, like this flexible bone, or rubber toys found in pet stores that won't hurt their teeth or stomach. And speaking of your dog's health, here's another misconception people have. Many dog owners think they should shave their dogs in the summer. But this can be problematic for several reasons. First, by shaving, you remove their natural protection against sunburn and insect bites. And if your dog has a double coat, like shepherds and retrievers, for example, you'll be depriving them of their natural ability to regulate temperature, which can cause them to overheat. If you're thinking of giving your dog a new look, talk to your vet to see what's best for your furry friend. There's another mistake that people make that harms their dogs. But first, let's talk about a myth that might make you reconsider the next toy you're going to buy for your dog. The myth that dogs only see black and white. In reality, they can see colors, but they don't distinguish them as well as humans. For your dog, red is just a dark color, appearing brownish, gray, or black, and yellow, orange, and green all look somewhat yellowish. But they can see blue well. So, next time you grab a can of tennis balls, consider buying blue balls instead of green ones, so they stand out more on the green grass. Dogs being unable to see colors is a relatively harmless myth, but the next myth can really harm your relationship with your dog if you don't know it's wrong. The myth that you need to be the pack leader. We all know that in wolf packs, there's an alpha wolf who is the dominant leader. And since dogs descend from wolves, you need to be the pack leader, or else your dog will try to assume that position. However, wolf experts like Dr. David Meck have changed their minds about the concept of wolves competing to be the dominant alpha wolf. Today, scientists say that wolf packs resemble more of a family, with the leader being the parent or another dog, rather than a competitive dictatorship, as everyone used to think. What this means for you as a dog parent is that you don't need to dominate them, or never let them walk in front of you, eat before you, or get on your furniture. These decisions should be based on what you want your dog to do, not out of fear that they'll think they're the alpha in your house. And speaking of the concept of aggressive alpha dogs, here's another myth. Playing tug-of-war will make your dog aggressive, and letting them win at tug-of-war will make them think they're dominating you. This simply isn't true, and in fact, playing tug-of-war with dogs can help strengthen your relationship with them. You both have fun together and get some exercise, which strengthens the bond between you. Additionally, you can use this time to teach various commands. Your dog can learn to release the toy, learn that bringing their toys back to you can be fun, and you can mix in different commands and tricks between tug-of-war sessions. But that's not the only myth about dog play. Here's another one. All dogs love to play fetch. This is a bit like saying all children love candy. Sure, many of them do, but not all. So if fetch isn't your dog's favorite activity, don't worry, they're not broken. Just see what activities they enjoy and do those activities with them. And speaking of fetch, here's another myth that might surprise you. A quiet dog is a good dog. Let me ask you, is a quiet child a good child? Imagine a 2-year-old child, and at the end of their birthday party, they were definitely quiet. You might think, that child isn't okay. So when you tire out your puppy physically, they may also have their moments of collapse and start getting restless or uncontrollably nipping at you. So instead of just tiring out your dog, give your furry friend an appropriate mix of physical and mental exercise. Mix in puzzle toys, like Kong toys, and physical activities like your walks, fetch games, and tug-of-war. Now, these next myths have much more at stake than just whether your dog is tired or not. The first one is that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. Here goes. Here's the truth. They're not necessarily cleaner. Every one of us carries billions of bacteria in our mouths, but dogs carry different types of bacteria than we do, and most of the bacteria they carry won't harm us. That's probably how this myth started. But here's a big mistake that could actually hurt your dog. When your puppy urinates on the floor, Rubbing their nose in it will help prevent them from doing it again. That's not true because you're not really teaching them where to urinate. What you're teaching is that they should fear you. If your puppy urinates in an inappropriate place, it's better to clean it up with an enzymatic cleaner so they don't go back to the same spot. Then, take them outside, show them where they should do their business, and praise them for going in the right place. They'll appreciate your patience, and who knows, they might even lick you. Which brings us to the next myth. When dogs lick you, it's their version of kissing you. I'm sorry, but if your puppy is licking your face, it might be because they're trying to make you vomit your food so they can eat it. That's what wild wolf pups, foxes, and coyotes do to their mother when she returns from a hunt. So, take it as a compliment. It's like they're seeing you as their mom. But that's not the only reason dogs lick you, and it's not the only gross reason either. Dogs like salty and smelly things, so if you're sweaty, they might be trying to lick your sweat. Your dog might also lick you to pick up some leftover food on your hands or face, to clean you. Or, as we all want to believe, they might be trying to show you affection by licking you. They're showing that they love you. Dogs are truly lovable, but they still have strange behaviors to us humans. Do you know, for example, why they like to sniff behinds? No. That's why I made this video that's here on the screen talking about the strange reason why dogs like to sniff behinds. Click on the screen and continue with me in the joyful canine world.